and crazy. What did I tell you like 2 weeks ago? Lawfare. That's all they got. And the audacity of the left is really amazing to me. They don't care about standards. They don't care about authority or even the Constitution or what might happen to them. I mean, they never have any consequences, so why would they care? They are fighting tooth and nail to stop all of Trump's stuff, from Doge or any other cuts to government reforms. Today, an Obama-appointed judge from Rhode Island, no less, went even further and told the Trump administration that he has to effectively keep giving unaccountable money away. He just basically, he said, Trump, you can't freeze any more of this spending. And the stuff you did freeze is unfrozen. I mean, most Democrats are like applauding this, like, even though they don't even know where the money is going. So odd that anyone would fight to spend more taxpayer dollars, don't you think? Hey, someone once said something about this. Oh, yes, it was about 15 years ago. Oh, it was Elizabeth Warren with the same bad haircut.
You know, when that much money disappears, it's usually because somebody broke some laws somewhere. But if we don't look, if we don't ask, if we don't uncover it and make it all public, we'll never find out.
What changed? Democrats were all about cuts then, but now they're not? Why? And because they're not getting what they want, they just declare it's a constitutional crisis. And according to Ilhan Omar, who oversees the #1 terrorist recruiting capital of America, she's just mad that the $2 billion that was going to Somalia from USAID will be cut off.
Yeah, I mean, what we are witnessing is a constitutional crisis. We are seeing an executive branch that has decided that they are no longer going to abide by the Constitution in honoring Congress's role in the creation of the agencies, in their role in deciding where money is allocated.
Whatever. I mean, this woman wouldn't know the Constitution if it smacked her in the side of the head. Democrats are the most selective people. First off, I never heard her raise any concerns about the authority in which Doge was operating under before. A little fun fact here, you may not know this, but that office was actually created by, drumroll please, Barack Obama, who founded it as the U.S. Digital Service Office to correct the $2 billion failure of his healthcare.gov website. Their own website that is still the same from when Biden's time was in there, saying, quote, bringing private sector best practices to the federal government. Private industry knows how to work fast, lean, and keep focus on the user. User being the taxpayer here. The left is freaking out about the very type of employees it was designed to attract. Their memorandum from Obama explicitly exempted them from ordinary hiring rules to attract Silicon Valley types like this guy, Luke Ferrator, who's now on Doge. He was awarded $250 grand for writing a code that programmed AI to decode ancient scrolls of Pompeii. That's a smart kid. Maybe if he called himself, I don't know, like a woman, stole their clothing at baggage claims all over the airports and ran our nuclear waste department, Democrats would love him. More from their website. Quote, we collaborate with public servants throughout the government to address some of the most critical needs and ultimately deliver a better governmental experience to people. We work across multiple agencies and bring best practices from our various disciplines. Wow. Thanks, Obama. That sounds an awful lot like Doge to me. Yet they're getting stopped by judges in every corner. I mean, could you imagine if Democrats had won this past election? Can you imagine what they would be doing right now? This is when they're not in power. Essentially saying that non-elected bureaucrats really are in control. Which is exactly why Trump won, because we are so tired of this stuff. The left's argument here is that no one elected Elon Musk. That's such a terrible, stupid argument. No one elected the ATF. No one elected the head of USAID. No one elected the head of the EPA or the other heads of 400 agencies we have. But they did whatever they wanted. They stomped all over my rights. Doge, in its operational authority and purpose, is being sued for the very reason it was created. And using the idea of a security clearance to keep Musk out. Are you kidding me? Biden gave Musk a top secret security clearance. This is not a constitutional crisis. It's just not. It's actually exactly what the Constitution says. And to further point out how stupid these people are and these lawsuits are, if Ilhan Omar is going on to TV to talk about the Constitution, may I remind her, Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution establishes the executive power of the president. It essentially says the president has the authority to manage the executive branch how he sees fit. He can fire federal employees. Sure, Congress can pass a law specifically telling him certain things that he can and can't do.